Belcourt, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about coaching youth football and how it is a platform to promote something that God values. There are several things that you can coach through football that will show some of the things that God values. One of those is loving other people. We can show how we love other people through the character, courage, and teamwork. These are all qualities that can be taught through coaching football. All of us have children in the football program, and I like to show you today the importance that coaching football can have on them, not just on the football field, but also through life. My husband, Dave Belcourt, he has coached football for 17 years. He's the head of the Pop Warner organization now, and he is the freshman coach for the last 4 years. I also coached football for 2 years before I had my children, and I've been in the organization for about 15 years. I'd like to start today by telling you a story. My husband and I met in the Army, and we would talk about our families, starting to get to know each other and how much we missed them and stuff. And then one day he decided to tell me about Coach DeSantis. Coach DeSantis was his football coach for 4 years, and he really, Dave gives all of his values and what he holds dear and the way he lives his life is due to Coach DeSantis. Coach DeSantis was not an easy person to get along with, from what I hear, and he had a lot of strong points, though, and he was honest and fair. And above everything else, David knew that Coach cared about him no matter what. I think that it's the caring that shows, the caring through coaching is what shows kids what is important in life. It shows character and courage and teamwork. It's this kind of coaching that can be used as a platform to show our love for others. Coaching football teaches character, courage, and teamwork, all things that bring honor to God and helps our youth to become better people. I will now support this statement through the use of different testimonies, personal experiences, and studies. Let's begin with character. Coaches need to know their strengths and their weaknesses. It is through a coach's character that a player will really understand the game and life, actually. It is not Pop Warner book, Rookie Coaches states that a player will look at what a coach does more than what a coach says. So, for example, if a ref makes a bad call, it's how the coach reacts that a player will respond to. If he goes over and shakes the ref's hand, says good game, at the end of the day, that shows good character. It's something that the children will pick up on. Tony Dungy is the former coach of the Indianapolis Colts, and he, in his book Uncommon, he talks about when it comes to character, the game football can be a real test for our players. They will have many moments when their character will be challenged. It is this character that the children will learn through their coaches. Now let's talk about courage. It takes courage to coach courage. It was decided this year that my son's team was going to fold due to the fact that they didn't have as many players, and for the safety of the kids. This was a tough decision that the coaches had to come to. It was not a popular decision, but it was one that they thought was best for the kids, and I think that they showed real courage in that decision making, and also by putting the children's safety first, it showed that they cared about them. It then became my son's decision to decide if he wanted to play up or not. He had to decide if he was going to play with kids that were 3 or 4 years older than him. And it took courage to make that decision. My son, that it would be easy to get out of exercise, but he decided that he'd rather play up, and I think God honors that courage, both from the coaches and for my son. In Deuteronomy 31:6, it says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified, for the Lord your God goes with you." I think he uses that through courage. These examples show that coaching takes courage, and courage is something that God values. Lastly, I'd like to speak about teamwork. Teamwork is a fundamental of football. It's important. Not only do you use teamwork on the football field, but throughout life, through school and work and everything else. It is an important part. The Michigan State study that was done for youth sports, it showed that 65% of children play sports to be with their friends, that only 20% play to improve their sports skills. So that shows that kids today care more about their teammates than they do about any of the sports skills themselves. So it's important as coaches to really emphasize teamwork and show that teamwork value. By the way, the same 10,000 kids that were asked, 71% said that they would be okay if they didn't keep score during those games. That they care about the games, they care about their teammates, they don't care about the score at the end. So to summarize, I would just like to say that Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it." It is through these trainings and these teachings, through coaching, that we share our values of character and courage and teamwork. I'd like to end by saying that Coach DeSantis, when he passed away during David's senior year, they had to shut down Main Street in Danbury because he had so many people show up to show their respect. It was through this that they showed their love for the coach. But it's the fact that he still has an impact on his players today that show that coaching can promote what God loves. Thank you.